So that's really, I guess, what I wanted to show and talk about across those areas. Um, so really, the key takeaways for this, in the short term, right? It's about keeping obviously employees connected and safe, right? That's been the number one thing because obviously we've seen that here across ANZ. If things happen in a factory, the whole thing gets shut down, right? And that's terrible for everyone, right? So keeping employees connected and safe, providing that service and support to your customers, uh, and really in the factory, increasing productivity and throughput. Okay, so how do we keep those going in the short term? As we move more towards a sort of a COVID normal situation, which is really starting to happen here in ANZ, we're looking at how do we work in that new normal? So how do we enable customer self-support? Because there will be a desire to reduce that amount of support. I've talked to one of our customers where they had to send, particularly during the stricter requirements, when they're sending their field service guys out there interstate, they would go interstate and then they'd have to quarantine for 2 weeks when they came back, right? So, we really want to reduce that. So how can we help our customers do support better? How can we enable remote support better? How can we remotely monitor and diagnose and service these products? Okay, so it's really around driving that flexibility and agility and resilience into our systems that are there. And in the long term, we're looking at, how can we maybe produce new business models? More and more companies, as I said, are moving towards a server-based engagement model. Okay, so you don't buy a product anymore, you buy a service from us. So how do we optimize our asset efficiency? How do we increase our efficiency and reduce our manufacturing costs? Overall, it's around really, the driver has been to really have a more flexible business model to be able to be agile and respond to things as they happen and build that resilience into the system. Okay. So, the last thing I wanted to talk about was, from a technology perspective, ThingWorx as an industrial platform. Why should I be looking at PTC? I mean, this is really from independent analysts over the past few years. Various reports have come out looking at where PTC fits into this in the industrial IoT space, and you can see that consistently right up in that top right corner as a leader, as an innovator, as having a really mature solution that that companies can leverage of and work with. Okay, so it's been recognised for a long time that that ThingWorx, PTC's platform is really the leader in this space. So that's why we're so excited about having that as something that we can offer to our customers here in ANZ.